Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Thank you for being here. We're going to jump in and do the second half of November. This will be your bi-weeklies. This has to do with love for my bi-weeklies. My monthlies have to do with more of what the universe wants you to know, okay? This will be a general read, so if you're looking for a personal read, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box, all right? Let's jump into this. We're going to start with a card for you. We're going to start with self-love because we all know that within any relationship or any situation that you find yourself in, it starts with self-love, right? And where you're at and what's going to be most important for you at the second half of November. You can compare this to the beginning of the first half of November as well and compare the card that comes out for your self-love. And that's always interesting to know. So do check your moon rising as well as your Venus signs, all right? All right, let's see what is important for you to know in the second half of November, all right? What's important for Aqua to be aware of the second half of November? What does Aqua need to know in terms of the second half of November? I want something to come out. Good, this flipped. I'm going to take that one, okay? Here it is. What is it? Okay, we got it here, okay? Ooh, I like this card actually, okay? What else could this mean, okay? So in a relationship or in a situation, this is asking you to put yourself in the shoes of the other person and another person and another person. So get the different viewpoints of a particular situation because perhaps your viewpoint might not be what it seems is what this talks about, okay? So it's a little tricky, but this is really good because as we all know, in relationships and situations, there's multiple ways to look at things, right? And that's just normal, okay? Sometimes, it could be that, some person is late all the time for a date or late showing up all the time, and that is really like maybe perhaps one of your pet peeves or something like that. And this is just saying, there's a deeper meaning in that. There's a deeper meaning in terms of not just being late. What does that really mean? Let's go down and drill down on what that really is. And it could have been because all the time that, your father, your mother was always late or the last relationship was always late. And it just really, pissed you off. So it's actually being able to understand more than anything, to understand each other's viewpoint. Again, in a relationship or situation, the best way to do that is to look at things and find out what else could that mean, right? So that's what's coming into play here. So, usually that first reaction that is like, automatic is related to fears. And it could even go even deeper than that, saying I think that when people, show up late that they are not considerate of another person's time, or they're trying to, they don't see my value, kind of that type of thing, so it could be something like that. So again, that's a limiting belief in getting into that and understanding that, but getting to the crux of the situation rather than staying at the topic, the topical side of the situation. Really look at the situation by kind of stepping out, out of it a little bit, out of the trigger and ask, okay, well, what could this, what else could this mean, right? So that's what's coming into play. So this is actually a really cool card to get, Aqua. Maybe there's something that your soul is calling for you to learn in this moment. Is there a pattern, maybe perhaps that is ready to be broken? So again, just looking at the other person's perspective, kind of sitting on the, putting on their shoes and seeing what that looks like, and just really ask yourself how life is happening for you right now. How is life happening for you right now than against you right now, okay? So some of you, this could be real pivotal. So I actually love this. Definitely note your comments below. I'm going to pull a card. What do I want to pull here? I think I'm going to pull, hold on a second, guys. I'm going to pull another deck. I'll pull my numerology card because I think that's always pretty damn good to pull out and see what wants to come through. So let's take a look at what the numerology card has to say for you. Okay, what's important, in terms of this, in terms of what else could this mean? What's going to help you in this other perspective? What is it? Domestic harmony. So when you look at things from a different, standpoint, or in that other person's shoes, it creates better communication, which is that blue color of the throat chakra, and better relationships, which is the green, which is the heart chakra. So that's what this is telling you. It's really, really beautiful. So, really focus on the positive things and how's that life happening for you right now, those types of things. And then being able to work in relationships and kind of drill down. And the biggest thing is to understand where each other's person's is coming from and what led them to that way of thinking, right? You or that other person or both of you, and being able to really work through it and create that harmony within your relationships and situations. Okay, some of you, it has to be some sort of person that you're dealing with right now. Okay, so creating domestic harmony within your environment is going to be very key. So let's put this aside and let's go ahead and jump into your second half of November. Woo! Okay, we've got a full moon in Gemini on November 30th, so keep that in mind. And that is, guess what? About creating harmony. It's all about creating harmony and looking and letting the emotions, kind of come out, which is, November 15th. That's when the new moon in Scorpio came out, and that's when the emotions are kind of coming out of the shell. But it's addressing those fears and integrating them, right? And then being able to create harmony by the end of the month. So this is really, the universe is kind of working with you on this. So it's kind of co-creating with you, Aqua. So this is actually a very good thing. You've got some universal muscle right behind you, okay? And the timing couldn't be much, better. So the divine timing is really key. So let's jump into your read. This will be you and the other person. The other person will be a friend, family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, a person of interest, or one side of a situation or another. And do know, guys, we've got a brand new session that is all about increasing success in your, in your relationships. It's also about, overcoming any sort of phobias, and maybe perhaps, untangling any post-trauma that has maybe perhaps held you back, from a relationship or situation, whatever that is. Also is reducing stress and depression. So do check it out. It's called the Rapid Change Session. It's up here. It's in my description box as well. And just like the name suggests, it's rather fast, but and the beauty of it is that you don't have to have multiple sessions all the way through for a lengthy period of time on something like that. You can actually get to the root of the situation and do it in a very short period of time, which is amazing. And it's used in hospitals worldwide, so it's very in many prestigious hospitals. So it's pretty amazing. So okay, so if you're interested, check it out. We're gonna jump into your read right now. Okay, so where are you at right now, Aqua, in terms of the second half of November? What's most important for Aqua to be aware of? And what is it that they need to know in a relationship or situation? What does that look like for you? Okay, let's take a look at what that is. What's important for Aqua to be aware of? This is it. What else? Ooh, we got the Two of Cups. Nice. Okay, what else? We'll take this one. Knight of Wands comes out. And next card, Five of Swords. Okay, so here we go. Two of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So this is really beautiful, guys. I will tell you. Now, obviously, the Two of Cups is also talking about some sort of partnership and attraction. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You might have an affinity towards someone of that sign or someone that carries, kind of the energy of that sign. You might even have water in your sign, but this is saying there is a definite attraction and a love that is here, and it is all about partnership and attraction. It allows you to be the real you. In this relationship, you kind of feel free to be the real you. This is the Knight of Wands. This is about motion, and this is that fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy, and it's kind of like the freedom of the horse, right? It's kind of like carrying on that freedom and kind of going to the beat of your own drum. And what I really feel that is that in this relationship that you can be the real you. And I just really love this, Aqua. It's kind of like, even though there is other situations, there's other aspects of this relationship that perhaps has maybe been giving you a little bit of a headache. Cancer, this is hello. This is you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? So maybe there's been some sort of headache in terms of a relationship, in terms of this, in terms of the dynamic of some sort. Let's clarify the Five of Swords real quick and see what wants to come out. Yeah, so, ooh, this flew out. Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity, okay? So this bump here is an opportunity to bring something to fruition. And this is, the Ace of Pentacles is about a potential for a manifestation or prosperity. So this could be, then maybe something is giving you a little bit of a headache right now, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type energy. But there's a potential to manifest what it is that you want and to get that out of your head. So it's so interesting, guys. Yeah. Very interesting. So, for some of you, the crow might be a particular bird that has, kind of maybe come across your path. You might be hearing that in the morning a little bit, and you're wondering at that moment, then it wants you to pause and think of what it is that you're going through and thinking about at that time. Whatever it is, there's some sort of adversity in a situation to manifest what it is that you want in this relationship. Okay. Anything else that wants to come through for you here? What is it? Yeah, there's a judgment that has to be made in this because what would happen is you'd be going against the real you in this situation, your values and your beliefs. And I really feel that in this relationship or situation that you can't kind of hold back anymore. That judgment has to be made. This is about a decision that is being made, right? This is it's ruled by fire. Pluto energy there. So I really feel that a judgment has to be made between this person because it's been giving you a little bit of a headache. Anything else? And then, Knight of Swords, moving towards passion. And you're not going to, this is about someone that's moving crazily, kind of towards passion, but sometimes not thinking. So maybe moving a little bit more hastily and is a little bit more opinionated, and just kind of just going with the flow rather than stopping and thinking. Yeah, because the Knight of Swords, it's all about, passion, lust, adventure, and there's probably some great passion here, great connection here. But, it's got to be something that can grow with you, right? And that's what I really feel right now, that you're looking for something you can kind of grow with, right? And it's kind of like I've been here before, with someone. And so this is saying you're kind of checking in with yourself. This is a Six of Cups. This is about a rebirth, a birthing of something new. The sixes is a pregnant number. And when it comes to the cups, it's all about, nostalgia and innocence and looking back, at things and maybe saying, hey, yeah, in the past I would have done that, but I'm not doing that anymore. So anything else in terms of the Six of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Now, this is the Emperor energy, Aries energy. This is saying now I got to be a little bit more strategic in terms of my love life and make the moves that I know that are going to really, honor my true self. And for some of you Aquas, you might be feeling that. So this is really interesting. And I really kind of feel that with that Emperor energy. Yeah, again, it's you might have Aries in your chart or might have an Aries around you, but it's about being a little bit more strategic than just going for the lust and going for the passion. It's kind of like, you want a little bit more of that is what I'm feeling for you, okay? Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through for you. Let's pull a love card. Let's take a look at what, what's going to be important for you to know in terms of where you're at right now. Any sort of advice. I'm going to take that one. What is it? God of the underworld. Yeah, something that no longer serves you is about to end. Yeah, and it's kind of like you had this feeling that maybe something was maybe a little bit more, toxic or wasn't kind of going in the way that you wanted it to go. And yet there was an amazing attraction, right? And you really saw, something beautiful. Now, something coming to an end doesn't have to mean that it comes to an end, infinitely. It could be at this moment. It has to do with divine timing. Something's got to come to an end because energy shift has got to take place, Aqua. There's just no doubt about it. It's got to take place. Anything else? Goddess of Justice. Yeah, you've actually put your sword down, meaning that ain't gonna go any further than this, okay? I kicked the camera. Sorry about that, guys. I kicked the tripod underneath my desk. But this is saying, oh, no. Okay, this is saying, no, Romeo, this is what we need to do. This is, I'm an Aqua, all right? And it's not that you're standing in your ego at all. This is actually quite the opposite. This is really focusing on your spiritual energy and really going within and saying, listen, I have really made a lot of changes within this relationship and accommodations. And I'm actually, this can't go on the way it does. There's got to be something that's got to change. So what's happening here is that, as much as you hate to kind of walk away, it's kind of like you've had to, but it's almost as if it's kind of a blessing in disguise, because in this relationship or situation, you've learned so much about yourself and you've kind of leveled up in terms of your value. And it's beautiful, Aqua. I mean, you are, amongst the stars. There's no doubt about it, and you carry that energy of the stars. And, you see the higher picture of this. And so being able to look at that and understanding that is very, very key for you. You get judgment and justice. So a decision is going to be made for the greater good for yourself, for your highest self, okay? And it's actually a blessing for you. So that's what's coming through here, okay? Anything else that wants to come out for you here in terms of where you are? We'll jump to the other side real quick. Leadership, because you are a leader. You're actually being summoned to take the lead in the situation, to ground yourself. This is all things having to do with the body as well as the root chakra. So it's like the sacral and root chakra. But it's actually coming to fruition. See, that's right here. It's a 19 card. Well, it's an 18 card reducing to a 9. And 9s are all about coming to fruition, right? So this is like, coming to fruition to go to that new beginning. And you're asked to take a leadership role in this situation is what's happening here, okay? And that's really key, all right? And then the final card, one more, anything else that wants to come through for you here? Negativity. This is about, not having a distorted view or pretending or living in denial in terms of this relationship or situation. It's kind of like now once one eye was covered, both eyes are now open, right? And now I see. And that's exactly what's happening here. It's like you're seeing something so clearly, Aqua. I'm so proud of you. You're doing a lot of work, but you're seeing things clearly. And it allows the situation, and it's about being, gracious in this process. No more of that self-sabotage anymore, okay? No more of that, negative self-talk or letting outside influences distort your vision of what you want in your life. Again, you're amongst the stars. It's time for you to rise and shine, okay? And that's what's coming here. So beautiful, Aqua. Let's go ahead and take a look at this other person. Yeah, what cards? Okay, I'm gonna use these. So let's take a look at this other person. What's happening for them, okay? Well, this popped out right away. Wow, they're going through a big shift, guys. Okay, so they're going through a karmic shift. Once you've made a decision, it kind of forced almost like the Wheel of Fortune in their life. It's a 10 card and ending with it's a completion, but it also starts with a brand new beginning, right? The Wheel of Fortune, this is a lucky card. She's got dice around her neck. So this other person was actually going, they're actually ending a karmic cycle, some sort of cycle in their life, which now is going to bring them better luck because things weren't happening for them in their life. So things are changing for them. This is really good, okay? I get the Tower card and I get Temperance. So something had to come down before something could be balanced is what was happening here, right? And that's all gratitude, and thankfulness of the universe making this change here. So things are, the Wheel of Fortune is always moving, right? So things weren't working out for this person. Now things are changing for them. Now they're feeling a little bit more balanced. They got the Temperance card there, Sagittarius type energy. But the Tower is about having faith that this was actually something that had to happen. Look, all those butterflies of transformation that needed to take place. The universe says, okay, we're going to strike some lightning down because something's got to change, or this energy shift has got to change, right? And it is divinely guided to bring balance to the situation. This is beautiful. 3 major arcana for this person on this other side. So have some... Just know for this person, that's what they're going through. I mean, huge shifts that were universally needed to happen. And they were going through that with you. So I just want you to know, so you have actually maybe perhaps even instigated a big shift in this too, for them to take a really clear look. Oh my gosh, another major arcana, death and rebirth. They see things clearly now. See? So it's really beautiful. There is a divine timing. It now brings in balance. It's a 13 card reduces to a 4, and that's about balancing things out. Guys, look at this other person on the other side. 4 major arcanas in a row, and 4 again balancing. This had to go boom, 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 boom for it to kind of like go to kind of hit that point of stability. Very, very key for them. Wow. I mean, that's actually pretty big for them on that side. Probably getting some rest that they need right now. Rest and relaxation comes through on the next card that's pulled. This is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, they are now like thinking, whoa, they're allowing the situation to unfold, and now answers are just, you really kind of, raining down on them. So this is really beautiful. Let's take a look at anything else that wants to come through. In fact, I'm going to pull one of the angel cards as well, because I want to see what wants to come out. Whoops. Okay, guys. Well, that one didn't want to come out. We're going to let those fall here because I'm going to focus on some other decks right now. Okay, guys? Okay. But yeah, it's like allowing. Just let this go for the moment here because I'm going to focus on what's kind of happening, the energy. They're going through some healing. They felt your sadness, and what they want to do is, now they're going through, they understand and your healing, and they're going through some healing as well. They're sending you healing, but I definitely understand. And now they have a brand new life. Exciting new chapter in their life is now coming through for them. This is really beautiful. This is really beautiful. So yeah, brand new life for them, new beginning. They understand the sadness that you've gone through. They're focusing on physical activity right now so they can get together the communication, so they know what to say and they feel clear, and they can kind of clear out the old toxins in the body. And it also gives them a lot more spiritual enlightenment, which is the purple, which is the third eye, in terms of the chakra there. I think it's going to help out a lot. Anything else for them? Yeah, they're letting go of the pride and not letting pride stand in the way, okay? And it's the same, to be careful to not let pride stand in their way, but I really feel it's a 19 card reduced into a 10. It's coming to fruition. They're understanding that their pride stood in the way in this. So how do they feel about you? I'm just curious on how they feel about you. Anything else that wants to come through and how they feel about you, just so you can kind of get an idea. Wow, guys, this is interesting. So this basically says that I hope that you're happy, right? I hope that you're happy. So that's how they feel about you. I fear that you will reject me, okay? So they fear that you would reject them if they were to come back. They realize that they were careless with you. Oh my gosh. And how do you feel about them, Aqua? What is that? At the moment, I just didn't care. And maybe you did something at that moment that you just kind of said something, because maybe at that particular time something came out. I want to tell you so many things. Aww. I mean, there is a deep connection, there's no doubt. I hope that you're happy for me, okay? So, yeah, I really think that, something was really, really tough and you both learned a big lesson. Anything more on how they feel about you? What is it? They express your love. They might express their love to you and make a romantic gesture. I'm just letting you know. And they're actually letting their friends help them in this process. Anything more with you over here? You know that they're your soulmate, okay? And yes, it is your soulmate. This is confirming. It's about divine timing with you guys here, really. Right now, there's separation that's necessary. There's no doubt about it. Oh my gosh, guys, Aqua, this is really actually a beautiful thing. There is some divine timing here. Let things go and let things open up, and let your intuition kind of guide you in this. But the time apart is for time to grow, and then that time to grow is to kind of get clear, and then to clear the energy and to be able to have a new beginning, whether it's together or not. But they're definitely your soulmate. It seems of what's coming through here. For some of you, it kind of fits that. So note your comments below, guys. I look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, namaste.